Hi Revivers, thanks for jumping on our Rehab and Revive Physical Therapy channel. I'm Dr. Lin. So, some of you are suffering from hip labral tears or hip popping, clicking, things that are painful with weight bearing. Guess what? Sometimes that breakdown of your cartilage, that surface, really important to improve. We've got a great exercise that actually comes from a test or inspired from a hip scour test, and we've got that coming up. So let's explain what's exactly going on. A lot of times the hip popping, clicking is the early signs or symptoms that start showing that the hip joint is shifting forward. Most likely it's forward and up, and it's compressing and grinding away your poor cartilage. This is the early stuff that happens, pre-hip arthritic changes or hip replacement. I believe, this is my personal belief. So oftentimes we need to do everything we can to bring that ball back into its socket. So let's prevent that. And now, why is this happening? A lot of time this is happening because we're sitting all the time. We're sitting more than we've ever sat. We sit to watch Netflix, we're sitting for work, we're working on a laptop. A lot of this post-COVID lifestyle now is working from home on your poor tables and poor bar stools. Those aren't good. We've got other great exercises. We'll post those below to help you. But this one's really important to start getting away from breaking down that cartilage. So we'll show you this hip scour exercise next. All right, so we're gonna pre-position ourselves to load our hip. What we wanna do is you take both hands, you wanna squeeze that down. So I use my shoulder blade muscles to do the pulling. So just like this, imagine if this bone was up a little bit more forward, you want to drive it back. Now some of you can't get in this position, it's okay. You can just use your thigh and you can drive it down this way. But the goal is pretend you're doing a pestle mortar thing where you're trying to grind that hip a little bit. We use this scouring for a test for arthritis or arthritic changes, and usually it's painful. What you want to do is you want to go and take the whole thing around now. And you can see if there's something pinching or catching, that's your stop. You take it, you go the other way around. And if it usually hits the same spot, there's something going on there. So right here at about 1 o'clock for me, there's something. And I have this post-COVID weight I need to get rid of. So we're going to get this hip at least healthy before that. So I'm gonna first do a little stirring, small circles, really small circles like this direction, going counterclockwise, and then you could go clockwise if you want, and you're really trying to smooth out the surface. Like I said, just like pestle mortar. Let's take it around this way clockwise and run into that same little catch, and I'm loading it this way. A little clockwise, and then counterclockwise, counterclockwise. What we can do here is, as it smooths out and it's starting to let go, I can recheck. Let's see if I can go all the way around a little bit more. There's still a little bit more. It actually moved to a different spot, and that can happen. I want you guys to know. We want to be able to go check that out, revisit the other direction, and yep, it's the same spot. Now it's closer to 2 o'clock, actually. So I'm just trying to load that. And spend about a good 4 or 5 minutes or whatever feels comfortable doing this, and it slowly loosens up. So that's how you start getting rid of the popping, get more mobility back, and get that femur back into the socket. All right, we're back. So hopefully you got a chance to lubricate that joint, put things back in a better place. It's not a hard exercise. Make sure it's the right exercise for you though, but I think personally everyone needs to do it, even if they don't have these symptoms. Just start doing that now. Start creating that preventive care, lubricating your hip joint. I mean, you need that. You can get replacements, but nothing's better than the actual what we're born with. So remember, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe below, Leave any likes, any comments too. I'm Dr. Lin. Remember, we heal smarter, not harder.